So to get into it, I've been dating this guy. Well, now it's over, but for about 2 years.
Ooh.
Um, Long distance for about a year and a half of that.
So
Which in hindsight is crazy.
yeah. So you were barely dating a guy. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, barely dating. Decided to go long distance, about like a 6-hour drive.
Okay. Not horrible.
And it has gotten just insane in the last like 6 to 8 months, and I'm just like totally spiraling.
Wait. I'm sorry. You're still dating, or you were dating?
We're dating. We broke up on the 9th.
So I'm sorry. I thought when you first called in, you said I was dating, but it's been 2 years and it's a year and a half, and you're a 6-hour drive apart. Is that correct?
McBitch?
Did we lose McBitch?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. It's everything you just said was correct.
All that's correct, and recently you're just starting to you're like, what the fuck's going on? I don't want to do this. Is that what's going? Like this situation is just stressful for you. Is that what's going on? Is that what you mean by spiraling?
Yeah, like I'm just like kind of coming out of the fog now. To some of like the shame and like insecurity he's projected onto me. And I feel so like dysregulated, and I'm not really sure what to do about it other than go to therapy.
What the fuck's so not only are you long distance, but he's projecting shame onto you? In what way? What are we talking?
Yeah. So prior to me, he dated a girl for 6 years. They were their first everything, whatever. On the other hand, I was assaulted in high school, and like eventually was just decided to like hook up with some people when I was like just about 21 to try and get over like that trauma.
You don't even need it. By the way, you don't have to explain. You also were just 21, and whatever reason you wanted to hook up with people is totally fine.
Exactly. I agree, but just for context.
Okay.
And so when we met online, I was very honest, like with my past and everything about him, and it wasn't a problem until.
Right there. Hold on. The fact that was even coming up is nuts. Where you're like, I was very honest about like what I assume body count, like that. The fact that that's like a fucking. The fact that even came up is fucking nuts. You like it's not a fucking job interview. You're like dating somebody else. So like. That's strike one on this motherfucker already. And the fact that you even felt the need to like, and you know what else is fucked up? Like, I can tell that you even like sort of the argument of like, well, I was assaulted and I was doing this to get it. Like, clearly you sort of like have been forced to even rationalize stuff in a way that's incredibly fucked up because of this person's insecurity. Is already, I see two incredible red flags just, 45 seconds into this description, but let's keep going.
Okay. So it wasn't like a problem, like when we had talked about that early on, like, that is until, I found out about like his like weird relationship with a coworker. I went down to like visit, and I found this note, and the note was crazy, like from her, like in his backpack.
Backpack?
Well, yes.
What the fuck? That's insane. It's a moment. It's like you didn't just see like a desk with a smiley face on it, or a note on a smiley face on his desk. He had a fucking memento from her.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Yes.
It was this long post-it note. You're my future. You make me feel complete. I have never felt this way about someone before. It's overwhelming, but in a really good way.
McBitch, what are we even talking about? This is insane. This guy that made you prove your sexual worth is cheating on you, and you're in a long distance relationship. What is the question other than get the fuck out 8 months ago, but start now?
I know. I
You are
think
my
I just
future.
finally-
She didn't even ramp up. She's my future. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Go ahead. That's just nuts.
Yeah, the end of it is, it'll always end with you and I together. I love you so much, my heart hurts sometimes.
You're like, I wonder what that means.
I mean, this is crazy.
Yes, and the kicker was, when I later confronted him about it, he told me it was his ex of 6 years, even though this bitch signed the fucking note.
I mean, this is fucking nuts. What's going on with you that you think you deserve to be treated this way? This is crazy. This guy's a piece of shit.
I know that, like,
You got gaslit to oblivion. It's insane.
and I just, like, I feel so just fucking stupid and, like, unworthy, which I know is dumb.
Listen,
But-
unworthy, you shouldn't. Stupid. Letting the note like that slide, that's okay to feel a little stupid. You know, I mean, obviously, it's all I know it's all connected emotionally, but also it's like, that is a lesson of like, if I'm ever in a situation like this again, no matter what, all my fucked up psychological hangups are telling me, don't be fucking dumb. Immediately break up with this piece of shit before he can bring up the fact that I fucked 5 guys when I was 22 as some kind of thing that like makes it okay that he's at least doing some of the most emotional of cheating I've ever seen in my life. Maybe he's some kind of weird, whatever, like semen retention guy who's not actually fucking her, but something fucked up is happening, no doubt. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, so I, forgave them, whatever, but like
Nuts.
that I obviously regret. Yes, I clearly have some attachment issues, but from there, like, this started a crazy, like, but gradual, like, shame and projection cycle. And the reason I called was because I was listening to your guys' Patreon episode, just you and Eldis, the one where you had Pandas Express, the guy talking about how his girlfriend fucked his friend, like his mutual friend.
Oh yes, the 20-year-old kid who couldn't get over that bullshit.
Yes, and like feeling all the shame and like jealousy, but this is just like that to a millionth degree, like asking me crazy stuff, like comparing like dick sizes.
Oh my
and
god!
like crazy shit, and I'm just like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I just like.
Yours is the biggest.
I know. I mean, that's one of the most. You don't want to ask about body count, let dick size. I remember when like somebody I was like on again, off again, and just like was telling a funny anecdote about some guy. She was like so did not realize what she was saying, because she was like, yeah, I mean, we had a really toxic setup, and like she was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't fuck. She was talking about how we were like, every time we would hook up, we'd be like, so how many people have you fucked? You know what I mean? It was like kind of fucked up and weird. And she was like, well, I tried to fuck this guy, but his dick was too big to fit in my pussy. And I was like, I have to go. It's like, don't worry, none of that. I saw that guy's dick and I was scared. And it's like, that's not really reassuring. You know what I mean? But anyway, sorry. This is just a toxic situation I was in. But that's very fascinating because I assumed the shame stuff would like be a tool for gaslighting, not that this kind of unleash some kind of weird, clearly cuck adjacent, like, worries, or like, because anybody who wants this much detail, even if they're saying it like, I just want to make sure, you're not a slut. What they mean is it turns me on and I'm a cuck and I have to pretend I'm doing it in an alpha way instead of the fact that I am weirdly getting off on this, in my opinion, as a amateur, untrained psychiatrist. But anyway, so this is crazy. This is true. First of all, as we've addressed, and we don't want to, we don't want to really, rub your nose in the floor of the like. The note is really where it should have ended, and we shouldn't even gotten to how big was that guy's dick. But we got there, and then is that where you are right now? Is there anything else going on?
It just like kept going all the time, and like they were just like such high highs and such low lows, like where I was walking on eggshells so much to avoid triggering him. Like the craziest shit would trigger him. Like the one day this song came on the radio, and I started like seeing his reactions like before he even did anything, and he's like, "How do you know that song?" Like always assuming
how do you know the
anything. Song? Anything I did, anything I talked about,
By the way, he's cheating on you now. By the way, like that's the other thing. It's like you caught him cheating. He clearly didn't stop. He might have stopped. Like this is the kind of projection that happens when someone's actively cheating. Like, let alone is a weird, insecure kind of half cuck type guy. That's all of that is kind of throw all that in a blender. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
So look, thank you for sharing, and hopefully this helped you get it off your chest. But this is what we call a lesson. You have to get out of this as soon as possible. This is a great benchmark for how you will never be treated ever again in a relationship.
Yeah, the next time you find a love note from someone else, maybe remember this instance.
Yeah, let alone asking about your body count in like a screening way. Not in like, look, like you never want to ask about it, but it wasn't even like we've been together a while. We're over the hang-ups, like. Give me a ballpark. Like, let's just play with fire here. Yeah. It was like, so I hope you've only, how many cocks have you sucked? And if it's too high, I don't even want to consider inviting you over to my house after going to Macaroni Grill or whatever the fuck this guy's even taking you. That's crazy. The long distance thing might be crazy. But that's whatever. Yeah. People can decide. And then, but the love note and then this behavior is fucking insane. So you got to get out of this. Are you still long distance at least? Like, will that be easy?
Yeah, we were long distance. I'm just like, we have since broken up on the 9th, but I have to go down there this weekend to get my stuff. And I'm just feeling really...
Yo, get your stuff shipped for real.
Yeah, I mean, can you
leave your stuff there? It
how
doesn't
much
matter.
Stuff is it? What are we talking?
I moved about half my stuff down there.
Oh wow! What the fuck?
Because this was like, good, bad, just really like.
Yeah.
A manipulative situation.
Well, you definitely need to go to therapy. You definitely need to understand why this works on you. This is clearly, and by the way, and you're not lucky, but in some ways, this guy is abusive, but he's also clearly a pussy. And like, you want to nip this in the bud before somebody like way more evil than this guy gets his hooks into you, because you clearly have some unresolved stuff, right? We all have it. You shouldn't be ashamed of it, but it is something that you need to figure out so that you don't, because like right now, this is annoying and you wasted some time, but it's not that bad. It's kind of like, wow, I'm fucking stupid in hindsight. But very easily, this kind of, the stuff that works on you, this walking on eggshells, the highs, the lows, that's pretty textbook abuse. And like, we've been having a good time, whatever, but I think it is important for you to like really investigate this stuff and like get into therapy and realize this, because it could be worse. Like, on a slightly serious note, it's like you want to be aware of this stuff, because I've had friends who have been in these kinds of in abusive relationships that you don't realize it until later, that it takes them a while to get over, and you've already wasted some of your time with just a fucking idiot. You don't want to waste more of it with like a malicious like person, whether that's physical, psychological, whatever. You just don't. Nobody deserves that. And so that's kind of like my main advice. And then in terms of right now, okay, you have too much stuff to get shipped, whatever. Go with a friend.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this alone. This is all business. In fact, your friend should be the one who actually, like, you should never go alone with this. Don't be alone with this guy. Don't fucking catch up. None of that happens. Make this like a trip you do with your friends where you have a plan. You can do it quickly, right? Like, it's not going to turn into an all-day affair. Pay for movers even if you have the money. If you don't, then take a couple friends because, you know, you want to completely wash your hands of it. And this feels like the kind of guy who's been very good at manipulating you, and you don't even want to give him the shot at kind of trapping you in another hot and cold, you know, thing. Because as we've already established, you're kind of dumb, and you might fall for it. Okay?
Yeah.
But it's good. Look, we all make dumb mistakes. We all have bad relationships. And in the grand scheme of things, it's good that you got this out of your system and figured this out in a way that's really not that big a deal, right? Like, it's annoying, and you got gaslit and probably cheated on by some mid bitch at an office. You probably got cucked by some six, and that's okay, right? We've all been cucked here and there. It's not a big deal, but you're good. You're good now. You just have to completely wash your hands of the situation and take these lessons for your next, you know, relationships. And if it feels like if you feel like deja vu in any way with a relationship, you really got to like cut that shit off. You can never go down this kind of path again because unfortunately this is the kind of archetype that's really bad people behave this way too. Not just dumbass, insecure like guys who have a little dick and are worried about it.
Yeah. Thank you.
But we believe in you. You're going to do it, right?
Yeah,
You're going to take a friend?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
Don't
yeah.
get sucked back in this weekend.
Do not get sucked back in. If you need money for a U-Haul, Eldest will Venmo you from the company account. I'm serious. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I know. Literally, I'll give you money, too.
We'll send you like $300 or whatever if you need it to get a U-Haul to not have to deal with this guy. That's the kind of show this is. Okay? So reach out if you need that. That's 100% real, by the way.
Thank you, Stabby.
You got it. Good luck, McBitch. We believe in you. And listen, update us, all right? When you're a fully free woman.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.